Hey everyone, and welcome to Surviving the Abyss, the newest in the Surviving collection from Paradox Interactive. This time under their Paradox Arc guise. Developed by Rocket Flare Studios. It is out today in Steam Early Access, January 17th, 2023. They were nice enough to send over an early access copy of the game for me to check out. An early access copy because it's going into Steam Early Access. So what has been part of Paradox Arc up to this point? Stardust and Across the Obelisk have been their first two games. I played both of them on this channel. I'll link them in the description and in the cards if you want to go check them out. But otherwise, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe, all that sort of stuff. I'm going to turn this down. Confirm. So basically, this is a more darker take on the formula of the surviving formula. Earth 1976, you've been tasked with managing a deep sea science facility working to perfect cloning. Mine resources, light your way into the dark, and explore the ocean floor to further your research. Maintain oxygen, power, and more to keep your crew alive. Beware, the darkness hides untold horrors. So this is a much darker, post-apocalyptic, esque game for the Paradox formula, and I'm very interested to see what it is. And like I said when this got announced, it's kind of like, okay, Paradox manages to take something that I maybe am not too interested in, and they managed to make me interested in it. And this is one of those things. So, let's get into it. So basically the plan is, RimWorld just got its 10th episode. I want to go into a modded series for RimWorld, so we're going to be taking some time off for that and then going back to modded here in a few weeks. So, this is going to be the new thing.
Much came to be known about the structure of DNA and the human genome. The possibility of cloning a human being was becoming a reality, as our brightest minds raced to be the first to complete the endeavor. After a few short years, scientists reported the first promising results. A human being was cloned for the first time. The celebrations, however, were short-lived. The test subjects were unstable, their DNA damaged by the cloning process. All died within days. Moral objections to the technology turned to public outrage. Outrage turned to protests, and eventually protests turned to riots. Publicly, the research was discontinued. The military, however, was quick to understand the strategic potential of this research. Why stop at recreating life when it could be improved? Plans were drawn up to continue the research in total secrecy, far from the prying eyes of the world, deep below the surface of the ocean. The sea floor provides access to new, highly adapted life forms and ample DNA for experimentation. But the deep sea environment presents a significant challenge. You have been selected to lead a team of the best and brightest. The lives of the crew are in your hands.
Alright, so we have 12 crew unemployed, we have 3 mining subs that are idle, and 1 generator without power lines. So this kind of starts off with the similar take to Frostpunk, the way this thing starts. So this is interesting. Greetings, Overseer. This message is from the command station 7,861 meters above you. We hope you get settled in okay. In the coming days and weeks, you'll need to figure out how to supply power, oxygen, and food, and get a stable supply of fuel and building materials. Once basic infrastructure is established, our first big milestone will be a fully functional cloning lab. Good luck, Overseer. The work you're undertaking will benefit all humanity. Overseer, we need to get a regular supply of building, resources, and fuel. Set up a mining relay and assign our available mining subs to it. Buildings, mining relay. So that will give us coal, iron, quartz glass, and concrete. Put it right here. Now we gotta assign mining subs to the relay. Assign. We'll assign 2. Next up, power and oxygen. The central hub produces both. But we're going to need more to continue into the next phase of construction. Build an oxygen generator and a coal generator to get us started. You can rotate it. We got 1 generator without power lines. So is this where we connect them? Just wait for this to be built and then we'll see. The building material stockpile 1. Building under construction. This is the biome we're in, okay. Aquatic life, spider crab, rosefish, John Dory, and rough octopus. I wonder what a John Dory is. Maybe I shouldn't want to wonder about that. Alright, where's the connectors? Alright, we got our connectors in the coal generator. So we are missing O2. Let's see. Valid placement right there. Can we, like, get rid of this seaweed? Build a tunnel. Tunnel. Huh. Oh, okay. Let's do that. Proof card. So that's what tunnels are for. They kind of make it where... Okay, I get it. Now let's get a tunnel going to here. Gonna be a bit inefficient with how we build our tunnels right here at first. But we'll get there. So this is missing power. Just connect it. Yeah, there we go. Nice. What's next? No society is more than 3 meals away from revolution. We need to think about a consistent food supply. A protein harvester can provide us with high quality food. However, it must be built in active habitats and requires much more resources to run. A carbohydrate farm will be much simpler to build and will provide us with a large supply of low quality food. This may affect crew morale and eventually impact their health. Use the technology tree to unlock a food production building. Carbohydrate farm. Item unlocked. Just gonna throw this down right. That's right there. It's got a green light, which means we can just tunnel right into it. Ew. Rough octopus. The lone species of the genus Sesaciopas. This species begins its life in a planktonic stage for some time before growing to pursue its adult sea floor dwelling lifestyle. So is this oxygen generator assigned? We do have crew. Okay. So we did assign 100% efficiency on the crew. Building needs power to function now, so let's see what we can do about that. We're just making low quality food. That's what we want. We've opted to send down an additional 4 crew members to assist your endeavors. Before we send them down, though, we expect the food situation to be stable and adequate housing facilities to be available. 2 living quarters and a stockpile of 75 food will ensure you can sustain a larger workforce. We need to build 2 living quarters and stockpile 75 food. We can do that. Overseer, we need to extract locate larger deposits of resources, extraction points. Those extraction points should show up on sonar scans. Construct a sonar tower so we can test these capabilities. So we got 2 things we can do. See what we can't do here. Let's put this here, this here, and for symmetry's sake, that there. Where is our food? 51. Okay, I see it there in the top left. 51 food. Consuming 12 per day. 52. Got 100% operational. These things are locked until we get to a certain research, I bet. Alrighty. So 1 living quarter is now built. Got to get tunnel of oxygen to there the rest of the way. There we go. And now we need to power them. There we go. Now we just gotta wait on the food. And I guess in the meantime, whilst we're waiting on the food, let's see what we can't do with the sonar tower. There we go. So this is being constructed. I'm noticing a very glaring omission issue right now. We might need a bigger food production, maybe a second carbohydrate farm, because we're producing food and then it's like I look away, then like 30 seconds later it's back down to 50. We get to 53 or 54, then it's back to 50. We might need to beef this up a little bit, no pun intended. So there are, okay, these are fuel, meaning coal in this case. Our sonar tower is located on a nearby resource extraction point. It appears to be a coal deposit. As it is located in the darkness, we must first construct a light tower. Once the area is lit, we can put a coal extractor on a coal extraction point. Build it as far out as possible. It needs power, so let's go ahead and... So that's a John Dory. Gigantic freaking fish. Well, I got my answer. I asked, what is it? Well, we got our answer. Doesn't need oxygen, so we're good on that front. Light offers protection from what may lay in the darkness. Good, because I hate the darkness. There we are. I think we're going to go and wrap this episode here. YT. Save. There we go. So that's going to do it for this episode of Surviving the Abyss. If you enjoyed, make sure to come back next Tuesday where we continue this exciting new game. And go check it out for yourself. It's available now on Steam Early Access. Thanks again to Paradox and Paradox Art for sending over an early review copy for me to check this out for you all. And yeah, I'll see you next week for more. Come back tomorrow for some Total War Warhammer 3. And I'll see you next week.